Hey guys, it's Mimi T and welcome back to my channel. Now today, let's go back to it. So if you're new here, I'm Mimi T. I make videos about fashion, my book, what it's like being an author. That's the main stuff. But anyway, here's the book I wrote, FBoy Repellent, Guide to Less Heartbreak and Headache, and it will be linked below. So today we will be continuing our series of going through the chapters, going through the tidbits or my thoughts or what I was thinking about when I was writing this book. So today's chapter is second place. So if that is something you're interested in, being the girl that's second place, like how'd you end up there, something like that, then stay tuned. Now, second place is funny because it can mean a lot of things. It can mean like you're second to his mother, you're second to somebody else, another female, his job or something. Basically, you're not first. You're not a priority in this guy's life for whatever reason. But in particular in this chapter, I was thinking of you knowing there's somebody else and you try to come in and take that person's position, or sometimes people don't know, they find out later and then they still don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once you know you're second to a guy, and I mean second as in he makes it clear that he might not be that interested in you and he's over here. Like, that could be a situation where he has a girlfriend, wife. You know, some people say exclusively dating, but that's a fake term to me. But it's like, you know you're not first. You know that you don't have a certain position in this person's life that you want to have. Now, if you are okay being second because you want to be a kept mistress, that's on you. But like I say in this book, you have to know what it is that you want. So if you don't mind being second because it's beneficial to you, like I know there's situations where females just want to be taken care of and they don't want the whole relationship part. They just want a guy that pays their bills and he's one of her many men. You know what I'm saying? It's like, she doesn't care that she's second for you because you're second to her also. Like, you're one of a few guys. And 9 times out of 10, if a female is doing that, she just wants your money. Which is fine if that's the position that you want. If you don't mind being second place because you have a monetary gain that you're seeking and he gives that to you and you're happy in that situation, cool, fine, have that. Go off, sis. But if you're not good with it, and this comes in when you start having feelings, which is why you have to know yourself. There really are some females out here that have an icebox where their heart used to be. Like, they cold-blooded, and I'm not mad at them. I think it's entertaining. I think some of these guys deserve to get their little hearts ripped out their chest, and if she's gonna do it, then hey, I'm not mad on it. Go ahead, girl, rip them apart. Because some of them deserve it. They deserve it. They really do. So I'm not mad at them. You know, the world has to be balanced. So these man eaters, I'm not mad at it. But if you're like other females, and majority of females, they do not want to be second. Even you can see situations where females have not mind to be second, was the mistress, and then they caught feelings. And then you have movies where they try to kill the wife and be first, but there's a reason why she's first and you're not. You see what I'm saying? If you dig deeper into it, there's something in her that he decided was valuable enough that he wanted to lock it down and marry her. See what I'm saying? So, but then again, he cheats on this person. So I don't know, guys are weird to me. You know, I'm a female, I can't think like them, but I can at least try to give you signs of an F-boy, and a guy putting you second is a sign of a F-boy. Now, sometimes you don't know you're second because, you know, guys are liars and they tell you they don't have a girlfriend. I know there's some guys who lie. I know there's one guy who lied about his name, where he worked. He created a whole different persona for females that he was not interested in. They did not even know his real name. Like, on his social media, he did not put his name because some of the girls on there knew him as X, and some of the girls who really knew him as Y. So he wouldn't even put his name on there because he had his Instagram to where he would add both females and they would be just, girl, it's some dirty guys out here really playing hard. So it's like they will create whole different personalities just to make you a side, and then you don't even know you're a side. Isn't that crazy? Guys just, there are no boundaries, there are no like lengths they will not go. Like, some of them just don't have any character at all, which is unfortunate, but that's why they're man eaters, to get them. That's how I look at it, the world of balance. But anyway, so if you find yourself in a position that you don't want to be in ever, whether it's you were the side chick and you don't want to be a side chick anymore, or you were the man and he tried to make you side chick or something like that, if you're ever in a position that you don't want to be in, you gotta let it go. You cannot be around. Once a guy demotes you or something like that, to get back in your position, it's very difficult. It's almost impossible. And they might, you know, string the carrot in front of you like, hey, you know, especially, let's say for instance y'all were boyfriend and girlfriend, and then you guys are not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore, which means you're a step down from before. Girl, to get back to girlfriend, it's hard, especially if it was his idea to put you down there, or to like reel back the relationship to something less serious. Then you about to have a hard time, sis. It's probably about that time to let him go. But you know, a continuous theme in this book is, if you're ever in a position you don't want to be in, let it go. Get somebody else. You can always find someone that's on the same page as you. You can always find somebody that likes you enough that he's not going to make you second place. He's going to make you first, and he's going to make you first out the gate. You can find that person, but you got to be able to let this situation go, which is why I think a lot of females get caught up. They're scared to let someone go because they have a scarcity mindset that they can't find somebody else that they like or are attracted to. So those are my thoughts about second place. Let me skim the chapter, see what story I put in here. Let's see. Oh, that is really true. If you're ever in a situation, let's say for instance you go somewhere with a guy and he knows somebody else there also, and yet he came with you, but he's mostly smiling in her face, that's a problem. He's putting her before you. Why is he smiling in somebody else's face in front of yours? You know, it can be something small as that, or it can be something big as he's not there for you in a time of need and he's somewhere else with the main chick. You know what I mean? I know a situation where there was this guy that was married and he had a whole girlfriend. He was a serial cheater. He's a very talkative, smooth talker type of guy. You know that type. If you know that type, comment below. What is that type called? Slick? So anyway, he had a whole girlfriend on the side. Now the thing is, both of the females experienced death of a loved one at the same time. And the time that he was dating this girl and he had his wife, he told her like, she is first. As long as you understand that, we're good. As long as you know that if she needs me, I'm gonna be there. I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna go. If she calls me, I'm gone. Like, he explained to her the ground rules and she agreed. Now the thing is, some females think that their vagina is just spectacular, that their connection is great and all that, and it will trump the first, you know, the first place female position. And it never does. You know why? Because the first place position female, she put in work. I can promise you that. She put in work. She did a lot. She probably cried. She probably dealt with him cheating with a whole bunch of people. Like, she put in her time. Like, whatever little bit you did will probably never compare to the person he's with, married to, and all that other stuff. Girl, it's not happening. It's not happening. So what happened was, the girlfriend called him and he didn't pick up because he was with his wife who was grieving. So she came first because the person who died, that's his family also, because they're married, right? So he ignored her. He turned off his phone. He didn't talk to her, all that stuff. He didn't even know she had a death in her family also, and she really needed him at that time. So he was not there for her, right? So that made her very upset, but he already told her from go, if she calls, I'm out. She's first, period. He already told her. So you can't be mad. You can't be mad at it if the guy told you that from the jump. But she was really hurt about it, and she dumped him even though he was already married and they were a side relationship. She dumped him over that for good reason. You want somebody who's there for you, but when you get in a certain situation to be second, you have to understand that he might not be there when you need him. So you got to determine the life that you want to live, you know. And that's a real story, girl. I only tell you real stories. Okay, anything else I want to touch on? Chapter 5. The story is real in this chapter too. It's a real story. I changed stuff around, but it's a real story that's in here. Let's see. Yeah, this was a short chapter. The story in here is real life. The story I just told you is real life. It's really guys out here creating whole personas and personalities and all that, thinking you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend and you don't even know his real name. Like, that's how some guys are really out here, which is why I wrote this book. So at least it can help you guys have your eyes open and at least on the lookout for certain things. So that's it for chapter 5, no commitment. The next chapter is no dates, which is super funny. This is a A1 example of an F-boy. If he never takes you out on dates, that's a problem, girl. That is not your man. I'll tell you that. That is not your man. But anyway, if you want to know about that chapter, stay tuned for one of these Wednesdays coming up. I'll be going through chapter 6. We just finished chapter 5. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs up, like, all that. You can always DM me on my author Instagram. And yeah, girl, that's it for this video. All right, bye.